What's going on, people? You know what, though? I gotta say, I feel like this trio may be the trio that I maybe dislike the most. There's that potential chance there, because the biggest issue that I have with these three is that the husband is the problem. The husband, the son-in-law, is the biggest problem in the situation, because he's the one that is choosing to put himself in the middle between two women who do not like each other. In fact, he's decided to put himself between his wife and her mother, who is clearly not even a nice person. But if you don't believe me, we're about to get into that evidence right here, right now. But don't forget to like and subscribe before we continue. Well, I mean, before I click play, then just like and subscribe now. Yeah, anyway, let's get into it.
My husband, we were best friends. At home, we would have our movie nights, just spend like great quality time together. And I miss that because now my mom is here. She's hanging out with him all the time. They leave me out of everything. Ew.
It's not that serious.
Why is the mom pulling that face though? Does she actually think it's appropriate for her to be that close to her daughter's husband? Putting noses together. Is she like, okay? I want to know, what is the mom's problem? Like, why is she out here in this capacity where it feels like she's out here to ruin her daughter's life? You know when some people like kind of give you that vibe, right? That's how she's making me feel. But you know what? This is just the beginning of the mother's attitude.
You don't do that to my husband.
I can do what I want to.
No. When I agreed to let my mom come live with us, yes, I was hopeful that we would rebuild our relationship. But all it's doing is driving a wedge between my husband and me. Have you been like looking for places to move into, like apartments, houses?
I'm not answering her.
How can you sit there and say I'm not answering her? It's crazy because, you see, she said that when I agreed to allow her mum to move with us. So the fact is, yeah, it's crazy how the mum is ungrateful that her daughter agreed to allow her to live with them. And do you know how long she's been living with them for? 2 freaking years. Now, obviously, the daughter simply asking the question, so when do you plan on leaving? And she's like, I'm not answering you. I'm not talking to you. What? Why? And to make it worse, there's a kid right there. You're being disrespectful to your grandchild, and also the mother of your grandchild, who happens to be your daughter.
Why can't you answer me?
Because I don't feel like it. Is this sauce over there, like soy sauce or something? Yeah. We at the table. We don't need to even talk about that. And stop talking.
I just want to know, are you looking for a place? That's it.
You invited me to come down here to live, and now you're asking me, do I have a place? Like, that makes no sense to me.
I'm pretty sure there was no part of the conversation where at least your daughter said to you can come and live with us on a permanent basis. I think what's happened is that, if anything, maybe the daughter's been like, you can come with us for a little bit, but then the husband now, he's been like, you can come and live with us until whenever you like. He is the biggest problem of them all, because literally all he's got to do is dedicate his life. Well, not dedicate as in like that deep. All he's got to do is put his priorities in the right place. And his priorities are, listen, I need to make sure that my woman is good, my children are good. And when it comes to the mother-in-law, well, it is what it is. Simple as 1, 2, 3. Like, you're gonna be with your wife and your children for a longer period, given that you don't get divorced, of course. You see what I'm saying? But also at the same time, what kind of role model is he trying to set for his children? Is he trying to set a standard for his children to say that it's okay to treat another woman better than your own mother? You see what I'm saying? I don't know, man. It's just, to make it worse, is he saying it's okay for another woman to come in your house and disrespect your woman? Doesn't matter whether that woman is her mother or not. This guy's a clown.
Delisa needs to understand that we've had this bond for a very long time. Like, that bond's not going to change.
Well, I think you need to understand that you are supposed to have a bond with Delisa that isn't supposed to change, but your whole bond with your wife has changed so you can have a better bond with her mother. Fool.
It doesn't have to be a competition.
Sorry, it's not a
you know, like...
Timeline, can I have...
You just want to nag. Stop already.
I'm not nagging. I have a question I want to know.
And I already told you, and I'm not going to keep answering the same thing over and over again.
Whenever...
Okay, now I'm answering the same thing.
Was there any need for that? Was there any need for her throwing the towel at her daughter's face? Now she wants to start showing violence? I mean, listen, no matter how you look at it, it's still violence because she threw something at her. So it makes you wonder, without the cameras there, what would the mother done? I'm not surprised they have a poor relationship. Look at the way the mother conducts herself. Look at the way the mother speaks to her own daughter. With no respect. Nothing. Fair enough, her daughter may have been disrespectful when growing up, her daughter may have been challenging. I'm not saying that the daughter wasn't, you know, a difficult person. I'm not saying that one bit because maybe she was, but you're still the mother. And your daughter's coming to you right now in a sensible manner. She was hoping for a better relationship with you, but instead of getting it, this is what she gets from you. So even if her daughter had an attitude, I wonder where she got it from.
Over and over again.
Whenever-
Okay, enough.
You say that's so disrespectful.
It's
But if
not.
I did that to you, you would have a problem.
I'm just trying to make both sides happy. We're gonna have to figure something out. Because this can't continue. I fight this fight with Delisa so much because if my mother-in-law wasn't a big part of my life, I'd be crushed.
Man talks about making both sides happy. If my mother-in-law wasn't a big side of a big part of my life, I'd be crushed. So you're more worried about your mother-in-law not being there than you are about your wife not being there. You're more worried about her being unhappy. You're more worried about her, carrying your baby unhappily. She's pregnant right now, and you're putting her through stress. Does he not know what could potentially happen to her if she continues to be stressed? Listen, man, I say this at the time. Women need to be careful about who they're having babies with and who they're marrying. I keep saying this, man. Stop having children with the wrong men. She's now on baby number 3 with this clown. I just hope that all this is an act, to be honest with you, because goddamn, if this is real for real, if this is actually legit real for real, then to be honest with you, I have less sympathy for Delisa, to be honest with you, because she should have walked out on this clown a long time ago. I don't know why she's putting up with his BS. And look at the mum just sitting there with a smirk on her face. What an evil woman. Sometimes the wrong women give birth as well at the same time. As well as there are sometimes the wrong men coming in and being the fathers, sometimes there's also the wrong women having children too. Like, why did she have a child for if she wasn't going to be able to respect her child? Anyway, it is what it is. You guys let me know what you're thinking down below and we'll talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.